What's up, everybody? Oh, I'm tripping in my microphone cord here. Sorry. Anyways, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Keto Rewind. I am Jess. Thanks for clicking on today's video. I have a fun video for you today. It is a new month, so it is a new weight loss challenge that we can do together. I was not here last week, and that's just because I didn't have any news, and I feel like less is more when it comes to videos. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna use this week to think about the upcoming month of October weight loss challenge that we do. So for those of you that have just now joined or you're new here, I like to do monthly weight loss challenges. It keeps you motivated, keeps you inspired. It kind of pushes you sometimes out of your comfort zone because you may not like to do, like, say, strength training, and it's a strength training month, you know, or you don't want to, you're maybe embarrassed or something, and you just need somebody to give you that to do it, you know, and that's where I come in. I'm going to show you what I'm doing, and I encourage you to follow along, do it with me, or just cheer me on. But I will say I'm not a weight loss expert. I'm not a fitness instructor. I'm not like a doctor. This is just what I'm doing, what's working for me, and it's my story. And it's purely intended to help motivate or inspire you to see that a normal, just regular, non-expert, non-influencer, non-doctor, you know, just an average person can do it, and someone who actually has weight issues. And this is what I'm doing. So it's just take it with a grain of salt. At the end of the day, you do you. So with that said, let's talk about today's video. Now, it is a new month, and I have been spending the last week outside in my home gym. One of my best friends, also my neighbor, you know, like, we do lots of stuff together, fitness-wise, eating-wise. She's actually doing the Whole30 right now. I've done that in the past. I love that. It's a great hormone reset. It's a great way to get yourself reset and just like realize how good you can feel when you cut stuff out. So it's kind of like perfect timing for her to be joining me because she's on a health and fitness journey. I'm on a health and fitness journey, and the weather is perfect. Let's team up and let's start working out. So she's also one of those ones that was a cardio nut and has recently came over to the strength training world, sees the magic and the just pure brilliance of strength training when it comes to your overall shape, your muscle mass, your stress levels, like all the reasons why strength training is so good. It's not just for those bodybuilders. It won't make you look like the Incredible Hulk if you're female. You know, it's like it is still good for you. You don't have to be a bodybuilder or an expert. So it was the cue that we spent the whole week working out. In fact, we are working out today at 2 together. So I thought, you know what? Since maybe strength training can be intimidating to a lot of people, that specifically females, so that inspired the theme for the month, the Fitness Everyday Challenge. Now, this is not specifically, you have to have a gym membership type of a challenge. Like, you can do these with dumbbells, you can do this with body weight. So everything you're gonna see for this month that I'm going to be showing you, or what I'm doing, you don't need a fancy gym or whatnot. Like, everything can be done with just a set of dumbbells or just using your body weight. And being that it's October, you know, and maybe the holidays are coming up, you know, you start traveling, and maybe I'll just wait to the beginning of the year. There is no perfect time to get your weight loss journey started. Don't wait for that perfect time, because it doesn't exist. Might as well jump in with 2 hands now and start working at it. This way, maybe you got some experience under your belt before the January New Year's resolutions all start. You know what I mean? So let's go over the main parts of this challenge. Now, the first thing is, this is all optional, but the first one is take your before pictures and measurements. Don't worry about getting a good angle. Just take straight on pictures and straight on measurements, because this is going to be what you're going to judge a month from now, your progress. Sometimes the scale has a tendency to be Karen and not agree with you, but pictures and measurements do justice to a weight loss journey. You know, like, they matter too. It's not only about weight loss. Your body is going to change in shape if you can do this on a consistent basis. So get your protein in, focus your diet on protein. We're not getting all fancy here. just make sure you get your protein in. And drink all the water. Drink water until the cows come home. Drink your water. And then just fuel your workouts with whole, unprocessed foods, meat and vegetables, healthy fats. With some fruits in there. Blueberries, I don't hate blueberries. So now let's talk about the schedule. So I've divided this up into 3 parts: leg days, arm days, and fun days. On leg days, I'm going to be doing the workouts coming up here on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm only working lower body Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Arm days are Tuesday, Thursday. I'm only working arms Tuesday and Thursday. And then we have the fun days where this is like your flexible time. For me, my kids play sports. My kids, there's lots of practices. There's lots of random stuff. These are the times where you're going to go do something fun. And join in with your kids. If your kids play on a sports team, see if you can help out. Just do something other than sitting on the bench or dropping them off and going somewhere else. Just enjoy those times. And your kids will really appreciate it too. I promise. My kids prefer that I help coach. They want to see me out there. It inspires them. If mom can do it, I can do it. Or maybe I can do it better than mom, that kind of thing. So let's talk about lower body days. I want you to pick 5 of these exercises and do them. I didn't say do every single one of them because that's why I put so many on there. Maybe you absolutely hate deadlifts, so you'd skip that one. But maybe you were like, well, I've never done a deadlift before. Let me try it, that kind of thing. Switch it up every day, switch it up next time. If you did back squats one leg day, do front squats the next one, that kind of thing. But these exercises are exercises that I like to do when I do strength training. I know the form of these exercises, and I'm not an expert, but I at least know how to not hurt myself and build some muscle in the process. These are not overwhelming, these are not hard to do, and these are basically exercises you can do with dumbbells, body weight, or, if you want to take it up a little bit, you can use like the free weights types of exercises. So, main goal, pick 5 exercises and do them. Whether you do a couple, spread that out amongst 2 days, or do the same 5 Monday and Wednesday, Friday, and then next week pick 5 different ones. So that's kind of like the goal. And when I do these reps, when I do these exercises, I use this example for when I do reps versus sets. So let's talk upper body days. Again, pick 5 of movements. I did a bunch of really good straightforward ones here that you can pretty much do with body weight, dumbbells, same situation here. And these are the ones that I know how to do really well. These are ones that are doable. These are the ones that are easy. These are great beginner workout movements. Now, what are fun day ideas? Now, this is for Saturday and Sunday. And yes, that means 7 days a week. It's a fitness everyday challenge. So that equals 7 days a week, right? So pick one activity from this list of examples. Again, you can pick and choose what works for you. But take an early morning walk on Saturday mornings. Take an evening walk, like go jogging, call up an old friend and say, hey, you want to go for a run? If you're like to be like my husband does cycling, maybe go join a group ride and go ride, There's even stationary bikes, Pelotons, that kind of thing. Swimming. Some people still can swim this time of year. Some people have a pool in their gym, that kind of thing. Sports, and that's where I'm going to be adding my main motions and enjoying that time outside with my kids. That's fitness. Full body exercises. Maybe like you want to do some deadlifts or push-ups or stuff that you didn't do during the week. That's a full body movement. Those are great exercises that engage every muscle in one movement. So maybe do those and do a bunch of those type of exercises. And here's another thing: take a gym class with a friend, maybe one you would never do before, but your friend's like, hey, let's do this kickboxing class, and you've always said no. Now you should say yes. Go do that kickboxing classes or yoga class with that friend. And give it a try, So when it comes to the October Everyday Fitness Challenge, take it with a grain of salt. This is what I'm doing and what seems exciting for me. Maybe use this just as inspiration, but the key point is move your body every day, get outside and get that fresh air, and try, and put that effort in. The weight's not going to just fall off on its own. It takes effort. It's why it's hard to lose weight. But this is the time that you can push yourself and to really see results in a more positive way versus stressing yourself about cardio and, you know, like all the stuff that is, you know, I gotta do the Stairmaster. I absolutely hate the Stairmaster. Why are you doing the Stairmaster then? You know, find something else. You know, find something you want to do and do it instead. So, you know, or try something you've never done. Because what is that quote? If you want something you've never had before, you have to do something you've never done before. So if you have been one of those people that put off gym or strength training in general, now's the time to try it and see it's not so bad. So I will say on that note, I'm going to film what I do, the form that I use or the resources that I use to get the correct form to do the exercise. I'm going to share that all with you. So I'm going to make some videos on these exercises so that you can see somebody who's not in shape, somebody who still has 60, 70 pounds to lose, can do these exercises. And it's a fitness journey that I'm going to be pushing towards. Now, on that note, the other thing I want to talk about in this video is Keto Rewind. When I began this channel 4.5 years ago, it was not something I thought of like when I named the channel. I didn't have enough in me to see 5 years down the line what it would look like. Heck, I didn't even think I was going to make it 6 weeks, let alone here I am approaching a 4.5 year mark, you know. So a lot has changed. My goals changed. My goals have evolved. You know, I love keto, but I don't focus getting myself into ketosis. It's more like if I'm working out hard and I'm eating low carb, sometimes I fall into ketosis. But being in ketosis is not my goal anymore. I feel like it was a little too restrictive for my head, my emotions, that kind of thing, and it created new problems that I already had enough of. So I kind of more evolved into more of a high protein, low carb approach, which is not a huge step. You know, it's pretty much in the same category, but the goal isn't stressing so much on being in ketosis. It's more like eliminating the sugars, the added sugars, you know, the processed stuff, you know, like that kind of thing, and giving a little bit more flexibility when it comes to you know, I don't mind having all the vegetables. I don't feel like I've ruined my day because I had too much broccoli, you know? So it kind of like one of those things that just evolved. And the other thing is keto police are just not cool. So I don't want to be associated with that. I just want low carb, high protein. And that gives me a much bigger flexibility of a basket to work with than such a very thin, fine line that is so triggering for some people. That's not keto, you know, like, that's just not my jam. So that's why I was like, you know what? I haven't really been focusing so much on keto and the goal of being in ketosis in a long time. So I think maybe it's time to start transitioning myself to overactive fork to fit. And that's kind of hitting me or my story or my journey, what I've learned about myself, a lot more on the money for what I'm doing right now. So the long story short is, everything keto related stays on Keto Rewind. If it's high protein, low carb, or fitness related, it will be on Overactive Fork to Fit. So I will still be doing both channels. I'm just going to keep that content organized on that channel. Additionally, I'm going to start kind of taking like the week-to-week pictures that I used to do when I started Keto Rewind, you know, the weekly updates, you know, and because I'm not fully following a ketogenic diet, that's another reason why this part 2 journey will have its own you know, weekly updates and that kind of thing. So it makes sense for me because at the end of the day, keto works, but so does low carb, high protein. You know, it's just like what works best and what's more sustainable is more the choice that if you're unsure which path to take for you, that makes more sense because keto for me was not sustainable because it was too restrictive. And that's why I did the sidestep over to low carb, high protein because I like eating that way. And it's how I've been eating for like 2 years or so. But the part that I have to overcome now is the overactive fork part of the puzzle, meaning the stress eating, the overeating, just the food emotions in general that cause overactive fork issues. Alrighty, well I hope that makes sense. Comment below if you're going to be joining me on the Everyday Fitness Challenge. Now listen, just because I'm doing strength training doesn't mean you have to. The point of the challenge is move your body, some type of fitness every day in the month of October. And if that means you're gonna walk the whole month of October, 30 to 60 minutes a day, every day, that is completely okay, because that's what works for you. I'm just giving you another look into another option of the strength training world. So you do you at the end of the day. And also when it comes to the channels, I will be uploading, I think, on Tuesdays for Overactive Fork to Fit. Mondays will still be normal here on Keto Rewind. I will see you at the next one. Bye!